Hey, this is A.Girl and you're watching BloodJuice. So it's still weird for me to introduce myself as like A.Girl or like Angel. I'm like, which one do I choose? How do I do that? But like, I feel like when meeting someone personally, it's just like, I'm Angel.
What's your real name, Angel?
Yeah, so my real name is Hinenui Tarangi, but it's like a full NZ Māori name. No one can say it. So in English it means angel, so I was like, okay, yeah.
So are you like Islander? Like where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from New Zealand.
Right, okay. Yeah. And you grown up there or like you from Black
Nah, like I lived here, born and raised here, but went back there like nearly every year.
What was growing up like then?
I mean, like, it's definitely not like fucking Compton or anything, you know, but like it's not easy or it's not fun as well. I grew up in South Granville, and I don't know, just like over the years it's become worse. I reckon, just to be like straight up honest and blunt, it's just been like more stabbings, shootings, just like it's just too fucking much.
The South Granville
shooting in Sydney's West.
The 16-year-old was stabbed in the stomach at Granville Board.
A bullet struck this.
Sprayed with bullets.
Police expect to arrest 2 schoolboys over the
targeted shooting this week.
government of not stabbing of a student on crime.
The South Granville
Sydney's West.
There's more needs to be done to make our streets safe.
But like it's taught me how to be staunch, how to be, you know, just who I am today. I wouldn't fucking change it for the world. But like I loved it. I love growing up in Western Sydney, meeting the people that I have met and everything. It's been gangster. Yeah.
So what, like you feel like it's made you stronger?
Definitely.
And so how did like music come into everything?
My Māoris just sing, you know, like if you're Māori or Islander, you can sing, you can play an instrument, blah blah blah. So I started off my career in a family reggae band. I told my mom I wanted to sing, and she was like, alright, bet. So she told all my uncles to like form a group and everything, and so we formed a group, and I started off at like 10 years old performing in nightclubs. I was like the main singer of the band, and I fucking loved it. I was like 10 years old. In my first nightclub ever, I had the whole upstairs area reserved for me because I wasn't allowed there legally. And I was just like, shit, this is what I want to do for life, like forever. So yeah, I just continued music on from there, doing like shows and everything. Here now, writing like my own music and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
That's so cool. So how long have you been like into like writing music and like taking it seriously?
Music has been taken seriously for me like my whole life, but writing music, I never, like still to this day, it's hard for me to tell someone or be honest about me being a songwriter. Like I'm so iffy about saying that, only because I don't have confidence in my songwriting, you know, which is fucking weird. But it just is what it is. Like I started songwriting, I think just end of last year or the year before that, and I don't know, it was just something that felt like needed to be done, had to happen sooner or later. So yeah, I kind of got pushed into doing it just by like friends, family and everything. They were just like, you're a singer, you got to start writing your own shit. So I was like, fuck it, I'll step out my box. Started writing songs, and yeah, which led me to doing my EP and releasing my first single, which I have. And I was so nervous about that. Just releasing
the 2142? Yeah. Just
releasing like my own shit, you know. I was just like, no one's gonna fuck with this, like at all. And then when I did, I was like, oh, it's like this.
Be with myself, with the players and the hustlers. Can't really trust nobody else. Speaking bad, I'll have to bust her. Can't really guarantee I'll be a good girl. I'm not the fitting image for a good world.
It's been really different, to be honest. Most of my friends are artists, so when it comes to collaborating, it's not like we're collaborating in a way where like they're jumping on a track with me or anything, or I'm jumping on a track with them. It's just like sharing their ideas with me and me sharing my ideas with them. My main go-to for ideas or like, is this good enough, I go to the Colt Shutter Boys all the time. Like me and them are like family, and so whenever I need I have a video clip idea or I have a song idea, I call them up. I'm like, look, this is the idea, blah 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 blah, and they're like, nah, that's trash, you need to do this, this and this. And that's how I have collaborated with most of like my artist friends throughout like the journey of my songwriting and everything like that. And they've helped me out heaps, like the Colt Shutter Boys especially. Like they're just creative people in their own way, so whenever I need anything, I'll go to them.
God, I miss you. I
yeah, yeah. Run it back, got it back, run it back. Run it back, got it back, run it back. Run it back, got it back, run it back.
Within Australia, I'd love to work with, I don't know how to say her name. Is it Kate? Kate? K-A-A-I-T?
I think I know her.
Yeah, I'd love to work with her. She's just so soulful, and like her songwriting is fucking beautiful. This is a weird one, but I'd love to work with Chillin' It.
Yeah.
He's like my absolute favorite within Australia right now. I don't know what the fuck would do, but it would be awesome. I just know it would be. Internationally, I think my number one would be Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
She's queen. She's absolute queen. If I could just sit in a studio session, she doesn't even have to talk to me. She don't have to look at me, acknowledge me, nothing. I just soak up all that goodness. I'd love to work with her. And Summer Walker. Ooh.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
That's cool. So what, you like into that really soulful type of music?
Yeah. I think the music that I like is different to the music that I make, which is weird. I don't even know what type of music that I make, to be honest. I couldn't put it in a genre. I couldn't tell you like it's R&B or hip hop or fucking anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, my heart is definitely more in like the soulful R&B vibes and all of that.
Yeah.
But the music that I make, I don't know, it's just like a mix between like hip hop, trap.
Because a lot of kids watching this, high school is kind of like a barrier for them, and they're like, especially music. Was that the case with you?
I never went to school, to be honest. I like in primary school, never went to school. High school, never went to school. I went to a performing arts school though, like a really posh performing arts school. I was the only kid on scholarship there, and like it was just like the lifestyle was different. I had to catch a train in year 7 from Granville to Central all by myself. It was fucking weird and scary and different, and the type of musical classes they had there was all about like music theater and shit. So I was like, fuck this high school in general.
Yeah.
And then I transferred to like a normal public high school, and then I was like, fuck high school in general. So I left, and then that's when I became like super serious about my music, which was good because like you said, it was like I was half-assed about high school and I was half-assed about music. So once I left high school, I could like 100% commit to my music, which is when I started writing, and I started doing like writing trips to like Melbourne and writing trips within Sydney, and doing like 50 songs in 5 days and stuff. So I feel like ever since I left high school, I don't know, it's bad to say, but like high school just wasn't for me. School wasn't for me, so I was like, fuck it, I'm out. But I just knew what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? I had a plan.
That's mad, I love that. Were you always driven?
Always. I think my favorite line within the song is see red and blue and you move along.
See red and blue when you move along.
Like for me it has two meanings. When you see red and blue lights, like cop lights, you move along, you do your own thing, you know, like you don't ask questions, you don't stick around because you just do your own thing. And then also with like the whole, I know it's not big over here, but it still is, like red and blue, like Crips and Bloods, or like red and blue colors, gangs, whatever. You see those type of things and you just move along. I just like that line because that's just how it is where I'm from. Nah, if I was like being 12, 13, 14.
Like looking back then,
Yeah.
saying would I have done that?
I don't think I would have moved. Like even back then,
Yeah.
I just knew like I loved my area, you know, like where we live, you know, the neighbors know you, the guy up the road knows you can get a pie and you can come home and it can be all goods, like, you know, you can get an IOU at the gas station, you know, like everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
So if I were to move, it would be like starting a whole new life that I wouldn't really want to be starting, you know. It's just the community, the people, as bad as like the area is and this shit going on, like we're all there for each other and everybody knows each other and everybody's got each other's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad. So what makes it such a tough area then?
I think just recently, just with all of this like area beef stuff going on, it's just fucking,
Like within the rap community as well? Yeah.
And like just so many, it's just so possible to become like a clout rapper now, you know what I mean? every 13, 14-year-old wants to be a rapper or thinks that they are a rapper. And so they go around the area claiming this district or that district or this rap group and that rap group, and then someone else comes through from Mount Druitt and the next minute they're stabbed. You know, like literally I think like 2 weeks ago I was catching the bus, and around the same time this 18-year-old boy got stabbed like 2 streets away from me, and I nearly fucking died when I found that out, because I never catch the bus, especially within my area, or like the train or anything, and it just so happened to be on that day, and like it's just getting worse and worse. I'm releasing another single end of this month, around like the 20 something ish. This next song is like I'm a very shy person off stage, but when it comes to music and performing in front of a camera, I switch instantly. So this song is very like sexual and sensual.
Trying to get you all alone, why don't you come out and play? You got me in some type of zone, lay it down on me, please stay.
Like a bit of like a sexy side to everything. So yeah, I'm releasing that soon, and then following then I'll do the video clip and everything. So
Yeah, no. So when can we expect that?
end of this month I released the like audio, like the song, and then hopefully like 10 days ish after that I'll release the video clip. I'm so excited for the video clip. I fucking love this video so much. We got the venue for free, which was gangster. Like they hooked it up. It was like, it's at like a cinema and bar place, like an old cinema, and this like really nice lighting. It has this whole like sexy bar and everything is so pretty. So yeah, releasing that soon, and then heaps more to follow after that.
That's mad. I'm excited.
Me too.
So who shot it?
Soho.
So oh mad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so
And
cool.
he's shooting, so I got 5 tracks on the EP, and he's shooting all 5 of the videos.
Far out.
Yeah.
You're getting in business.
I know. I got him just before he kind of popped off, which was really, really cool. Because now he's like, you know, big things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a really cool dude, and like the chemistry that we have when working with each other is just all there now. Like we just know how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Know how to go back and forth with each other with ideas and stuff like that. And none of us, like between the both of us, we don't get caught. Like if he comes up with the idea, I'm like, nah, that's trash, and he's like, yeah, all good. Like there's no hurt feelings. Like the friendship between us when it comes to like on and off camera is really cool.
That's mad.
Yeah.
So as far as the creative process goes, is it usually with people, and is it usually working like that? Or
For music videos or
just like in the studio also?
in studio, me and my sister write. Like that's just how it is. I love writing with her. She's literally she's how old are you now? 15, yeah. She's only 15. But yeah, literally every studio session I have, I ask the producer or whoever's there, like, just a heads up if it's all good to bring her, because I don't know, I just feel more confident with writing with her, and she just knows me in a way where like nobody else does. Plus she's on trend with everything, like music, fashion, who's the next artist to be watching out for, slang especially. So when we write, it's just like she's got the things that I need to say, and she knows how I want to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like having the funniest moments high.
Funniest high moments? Oh fuck, I have one really, really bad. It was bad at the time, but funny now. I took an edible, and I should have known. Like I got it off the guy, and I knew he was high as fuck. And like he gave it to me, and it was very last minute. Like I was just going to get off him, but then I asked him last minute if he had any edibles. He came down, he just shoved a cupcake in my face. Told me how much it was. I got it fucked up in my head. Anyways, the whole thing ended up being like 3 grams, but I thought he said like 3 milligrams or something. So I ate half of it, and I just tripped out bad, like badly. I was like running around the house trying to take my clothes off, like I was crying. I was looking at the TV, and it was doing like some weird shit, and I just stayed still for like 6 hours just staring at the roof. It was not fun at all, but now it's funny. I can look back at it and laugh, but like at the time I was like fucking out of my head. It was so weird, and I was high for like the next 3 days, like body high, everything high. It was disgusting, but like the most relaxing high I've ever had in my life. I definitely need another cupcake from him.
So you still order from him?
Yeah, and it was
That's
cheap.
funny.
And like, so I knew he was high because he told me how much it was. It was $40, and I only had a 50 or a 20. and he took the 20 instead of the 50. And I was like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you take the 50? But
Right.
yeah, and so I should have known it was dodgy in that moment. But I didn't, and I ate it anyways, and yeah, it got really fucked up.
That's funny.
It's very funny.
Did you have like any favorite memories as like, you know, a teenager?
I think
Just like growing up.
all my favorite memories are just being back in New Zealand, to be honest. Like, where I'm from is so fucking beautiful, like magically beautiful. There's no reception, you're not connected to the world, you're just there. And there's just mountains, grass, cows, sheep, like just so much natural beauty. If I could take people that are like self-centered and are rich and absorbed in their own world and don't know how to love life, if I could take like a handful of those people to where I'm from, I would do that, because it just humbles you so much. And so yeah, most of my favorite experiences as a teenager is just being spent in the bush with no one and nothing, just mountains and birds and rivers and waterfalls, and that's about it.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think the advice I'd give other people trying to do music is just don't be afraid to start making your own lane. There's so many copycatters, there's so many doing the same thing. Like, I think finding your own lane, doing your own thing is very hard to stick with and is very hard to do, but doing that will set you apart from everybody. Asking for help is a very big thing. Everybody thinks you have to do it on your own and you have to be an independent artist in order to be well respected. But always ask for help from the right people, or anybody, to be fucking honest, because this shit is very, very hard. It's very difficult to break through, I don't know, just that first barrier of discomfort and everything. So when you're asking, when doing music, just ask for help. Just ask everybody and anybody that you know that does music, even if they're trash, even if they're old, even if they've been at it for years, just ask them what their opinion is and how they started, and take it as your own and just grow and focus on you. This is A.Girl and you're watching BloodJuice at Forever Goat Studios. Gang.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Gang.
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 So, what are you looking forward to the most, like right now, as of music and?
He's like, good night.